best silky or velvet do-rags at wavymerch.com.
Can you chill? Alright you guys, it's your boy Nick Wavy. I'm back with a new video. Now as you know, my little girl Roxy, she's 2 and almost a half now. She gave birth last week Tuesday, so I think it was like March 11th or the 12th or something. And she gave birth to 9 puppies. I hand delivered the puppies, I helped her with it, and it was a crazy experience, to be honest with you. Just seeing her go into her going to labor, and just seeing the transition of everything just happening was just insane. It was a situation, it was a moment I'll never forget, that I was happy to be a part of. But unfortunately, one of my puppies died. Let me just kind of go into detail about how the puppies and how they gave birth. It was the night before, and she started breathing really heavy. Like she was just panting. She was on the bed, so the bed is just bouncing. I couldn't sleep because she was making a lot of noise. Why are you drinking so much water, girl? Come to the camera. Come sit by me. So the night before, she started to breathe really heavily, and I thought she was about to give birth right then and there. We made it through the night. Next morning, she was still breathing very heavy, and her belly looked like it was about to blow up. She looked huge. And I think it was 1 o'clock, her water broke, so she was on the couch, and then I just seen water on the couch. And it wasn't pee. Roxy doesn't pee in the house. She knows what's good. So her water broke at 1 o'clock, and that's when I realized she was about to give birth. So then I was just standing there watching. We're trying to get ready for the moment. It didn't come, and then she just kind of relaxed. And then it hit to 4 o'clock. She's just over there on the couch now. It hit 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I was looking at her, and then I seen a sack come out of her. And this is when I knew, okay, she's about to give birth. Well, she's literally giving birth, literally. So it came out. I had to get gloves on quick, and she pushed it out. I didn't pull it out. She pushed it out, and then when it came out, it was in a sack, and then there was a string that was connected to another sack. So she has to push out the whole thing. So as she pushes out the final second sack, she bites off the string, which is like the navel cord or something, of the placenta, and then she eats the placenta. But when the puppy comes out, you have to take off the sack so it can start to breathe, because it's a sack filled with water, right? So when you take off the sack, Roxy will lick it clean, trying to stimulate it. So I got a towel, I start rubbing the puppies, and then they start crying, and that's how I know their airways are open. Now they're breathing and they're good. The first one came out, I was like, yo, damn, this is crazy. And then the second puppy came, and I was like, this is insane. And then the third one came, I'm like, damn. And then the fourth one came out. So each of the previous puppies that came out in their sack, everything was good. But the fourth puppy, when it came out, the sack was already broken. So the puppy just came out normal. It screamed one time, and then it literally died. Like it literally tongue out, it looked black, it was weak. It was significantly smaller than all the other puppies that we delivered. So that's how I knew that this was the runt, but I just didn't know it would come out dead. So at this point, I'm just like, this is crazy. I pick it up, it's lifeless. Like the tongue was black, it was dead. No pulse, no breathing, nothing. So I'm rubbing the puppy, I'm trying to wake it up, I'm trying to stimulate it, I'm trying to make it cry. So I know its airways are open, and it wasn't working. So I was looking at the puppy, and it had its mouth open, like it was gasping for air, but it couldn't take in the air. So I'm like, yo, just come on. I'm rubbing it, I'm trying to keep her awake. And then eventually she cried. She started to cry more. I started to rub her more. She started crying. That's where I knew that, okay, she's breathing now, which is good. Mind you, during this whole time, I'm trying to bring this puppy back to life. Roxy's still giving birth at the same time. So I'm trying to deliver puppies. We're trying to bring out puppies, but I'm trying to come back and take care of this one. I'm making sure these other ones are still warm. I have the heating lamp, like it was, as you can tell, it was crazy. And then Roxy gave birth to like 5 more puppies. Like the 5th one came out, and then she stopped for like an hour. So I thought she was done. And then out comes number 6, then 7, then 8, then 9. So we had 9 puppies. Every other puppy, like I'll put snaps of the puppy that I was recording on Instagram so you can see what it looks like, and you could tell that it was the runt. All these puppies after birth were able to find Roxy and latch onto her and start breastfeeding, but the one runt puppy was not able to, you know. So I'm like, damn, it's not able to eat. I know it's important that this puppy eats right now, especially because it's so weak. I didn't want to go to the emergency vet. It was very late, and I'm like, look, let's just pray that the puppy can make it for the night, and then tomorrow I'll go bottle feed it. I had a bottle at my crib. I wasn't at my crib. So let me go to my crib, get the bottle, and then I'll bottle feed it the puppy formula that it needs. So I woke up, went to sleep. All the puppies went to sleep, woke up the next morning. All the puppies were there. Everything was good. I got home quick. I got the bottle and I started bottle feeding the puppy. Now so I felt relieved because now my baby is getting nutrients, it's getting life, right? So the first day was okay. I would just bottle feed it throughout the day. Every other puppy though was able to latch onto Roxy except this one. So I'd feed it, I would give it the bottle, it would take it in, and I'll put it back down, it'll crawl around a bit and then it'll just kick. Yeah, so the next day, I was feeding it. It seemed to get a little stronger. Every time I put the bottle in its mouth, it would actually start sucking. So it's not me just pouring it, it's actually drinking it now. I'm just guiding it. I think it was nighttime, bro. Like it was really sad. Throughout the whole day, I'm monitoring this puppy. Mind you, I brought this puppy back to life and I know I need to give it my care so it can survive. That night, I think it was like 2 in the morning. I was gonna go to sleep and I'm like, yo, Truse, let me go feed the puppy one more time. Went into the room, bottle fed it, put her back to sleep, and I went to sleep on the couch. Bro, I woke up the next morning, I go into the room, I'm counting the puppies, I'm only counting 8 puppies. And I'm like, where is the other puppy? I start tripping out. I'm looking underneath the whelping box, I'm looking underneath the couch, I'm looking underneath all the bags, I'm searching everywhere for the puppy, but I can't find it. And I knew it didn't get out of the cage. I knew it didn't get out. What I thought was Roxy picked it up in its mouth and just put it somewhere because Roxy was rejecting it the whole time. Like she didn't want to basically breastfeed it because it was weaker, and I guess a natural animal instinct is they realize, look, this puppy's not gonna make it, it's gonna slow us down, we gotta get rid of it. I didn't want to believe that, you know, but the reality is I had to believe it. You know, there was no sign of blood anywhere. There was no puppy anywhere. It was clean, gone. After I was super upset, bro. I went to the couch, I put the blanket over my head, I dropped a few tears because I was caring for that puppy. Like I was bottle feeding that puppy. I brought that puppy back to life. I literally was just like this, rubbing it until it came back to life, and I bottle fed it. So that was my favorite one because I knew it needed my attention. And then the fact that Roxy ate it, I was pissed. I was pissed off at Roxy because why would you do that? You know, and I was just pissed off at myself because maybe I didn't do a good enough job separating her from the rest of the litter. I didn't do a good enough job taking care of her. I thought it was like my fault. Shit, it was sad. There's no sign of blood, no bones anywhere. Roxy ate it clean. You know, she ate it clean, and it's very sad. But while at first I was super pissed, but the more I started to like take it in, the more I realized that dog was really sick. Like it was, when it came out, it was dead. There was another time, like the previous day where, actually no, I think the same day where Roxy ate it, it just locked out. Like its arms were locked, its legs were locked, and it wasn't breathing. So I'm touching it, I'm like, yo, wake up, like what are you saying? And then eventually it woke up and it was just, you could feel its bones were all weak, and it would have had a tough time surviving. Roxy made the executive decision and said, look, we're not gonna bring this one into the world. And I didn't really have a say. She's the mother, I guess, but it was really sad. That's why I only have 8 puppies now. You know, a lot of you guys probably seen the 9 I was posting on my story, but now there's only 8. So everybody post a praying hands in the comment section down below for the last puppy. She was a super good girl, super cute. She would have been a good dog, but she's not with us anymore. So that's why I have 8 now. If you guys want any more videos of these puppies, or if there's anything you guys want to know, let me know. I can make a video about it. But the ones we do have now, they're very healthy. We have 8. Right now we have 4 girls, 4 boys. I literally just take care of these puppies all day. I just watch them grow all day. They're super cute. So make sure you guys like, post a comment, subscribe, post the praying hands. Why are you crying so much? Why are you crying so much? These puppies cry all the time. Catch you on the next one.